seat?
Let me say good morning once again and welcome to the Masquerade. I'm seeing a fellow sitting next to me. I'm not sure if anybody is familiar with him, but I do hear him singing songs over the years, a couple of years now. So, hey, let me say good morning to the innocent one, as he like to call himself.
Morning,
good
JC,
morning, bro. How you doing? How you doing?
I ain't doing nothing yet.
You look at this be coming the other way around, eh?
Yeah, it feels funny on that side of the table, boy.
I don't know. It's something strange about it.
But nonetheless, thanks for having me on the program.
Yeah, well, welcome to the Masquerade. Welcome to the Masquerade. It's 2024 Carnival season. I mean, look at how we had to have a conversation, eh?
Yeah.
Although we do have conversation on a regular in the morning time, it's a kind of off-air conversation, but we having one on air this morning.
That's a nice feeling.
Yeah. It's good to have you, you know.
I ain't calling
it. I'm going to say it in a particular way, but I don't think it may be song appropriate.
Yeah. I was just telling you, when I'm finished that, I'm going in the next room and call you and let's talk about barrels.
All right. I don't know where you want to go after that one. But, anyway, tell us, man, you in competition this year. Was it a year or two hiatus here? You took a year or two off?
Well, the thing about it with me, as I keep telling people, before I do that, morning to the audience listening and viewing, those of you in the diaspora, yes, innocent one with you. I have never really taken Calypso seriously. I was predominantly an MC.
Yeah.
Senator introduced me to MCing eons of years ago, and he had to take a hiatus, and I started MCing, and I MC'd for the better part of 20 years.
Really?
So in and between, while MCing, folks would tell me that, you know, you have a voice, why don't you sing? So every now and then I would start recording one song, go down to Trinidad and record a song and play. And then folks started saying, well, you have a voice, why don't you sing Calypso? And I really do like Calypso.
Yeah.
All right, as a youngster growing up, the few Calypsos I would not be able to sing word for word, you know.
But you will sing a Calypso.
Yeah. Right. So eventually I started singing, and as a matter of fact, that's how I got the name Innocent. All right.
So by starting to sing Calypso.
Yeah.
So what was your MC name, by the way?
Well, like I said,
just your real name you go by?
Well, no, I started singing together with the MCing.
With the MCing.
Yeah.
But I thought it was the other way around. You started off as an MC.
Yeah.
Then you went into Calypso.
Well, right. Predominantly, those times I used to be MC in the small shows like the Rivasali folk group and those guys and them. So I started MCing. But then when I went on the big stage now, started MCing the March Grand, the semi-final and so forth. That's when I started dropping the song. And I remembered clearly getting the name Innocent. I was in church. Very active in church.
It always starts that way.
Yeah, very active. And I'm still, you know, I still consider myself a church, not a churchman, but you're
a church goer. Let's put it that way.
I always feel uncomfortable in times like this, and I always ask the pertinent question: do all Calypsonians go to hell? You know, because I like Calypso. But I remember going to, you know, being active in the youth movement, and just started teaching. I was still 17. And mommy was strict, my grandmom, she was strict. So Bunstein and I started vibes in with the extempo, and then I decided I want to sing Calypso. I wrote my song, went by Trevor Friday to record it, but I still don't know how to tell mommy that because mommy brought me up in the church.
What was the first song you did?
I had Message from Grandma and Cockfighting.
And that got you to any level of competition, or just
no? I just sang.
Just sang.
Yeah, just sang.
So you wasn't contemplating going into competition.
No, I never saw.
Not part of any particular Calypso tent or anything.
No,
not yet.
No. Yeah, I sang in the tent. I emceed and sang in the tent. But as to say actively participate in competition. Even now, I'm not so keenly interested in the competition. I think the competition does more damage than good for the artist. It creates a kind of friction, a kind of unhealthy rivalry.
Don't dump anybody's spirit.
No.
This is Masquerade, so don't dump it.
Yeah, no, I'm not damping. That's my personal opinion. I think competition does more damage than good. I think I have always advocated that. I think that what we should do is, just have a big event and you honor some Calypsonians based on the category of songs. So you might give an award for political commentary, social commentary, soca and so forth. But the actual competition, it has created too much enmity.
I understand where you're coming from, because every year you do hear Calypsonian complaints for some reason, always feeling that they're not treated fairly. Yeah, you understand? Because everybody feels they are the best of what they do. Yeah. You understand? And you hear Calypsonian say, "Well, I went down good." He feels that way in himself in terms of how he performs, and he may not make it to the next level of the competition. He feel, well, somebody's against me.
Somebody's always against. Some judge really didn't like
somebody
me.
Don't like my music, or somebody this or somebody that. Yeah. So maybe you could be right in terms of what you're saying in terms of maybe you shouldn't have competitions. Maybe because of the close knit of our country, how small we are and so on. Maybe it should be just a big festival and everybody participate, and maybe some contribution could be made to you in terms of how your song flows.
Some sort of recognition or something. But then again, that it is what it is. The competition is here, So as I was saying, when I ready to go and sing, I went and I said, Mommy, I used to call her, Mommy, I'm going to sing Calypso. And she said, you going to sing Calypso? I said, yes, Mommy. At that time, I done a record and everything already, unknowing to her, right? Bunstein is my witness. I'm sure he's home laughing at remembering that. I said, yeah, Mommy, I done thing. She said, but God, what happened to the church? I said, nothing happened to the church. I ain't singing on the days when you had church. And she's like, I said, Mommy, the only thing I need now is a name to sing, She watched me. Well, innocent, you don't know what you're doing. I said, that's a nice name. And that is how this name.
And that's how
Innocent came about.
Just from that.
That's how Innocent came about.
Interesting. And that's a good thing he came from your grandmom. So, that's good.
May her soul rest in perfect peace.
Yeah. Let me ask you a question. I mean, you have been around the tents. You have emceed various, the major events. How have you feel about the level of Grenada's Carnival over the years? From how do you feel about that? Do you think our carnival, the product of it has grown in any way at all?
Yeah.
How do you feel? Do you think that there's much more needs to be done? I mean, how much years now we have in carnival? Is about what?
Well, since
celebrated 25 years, a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
And now, how do you feel about it? 25 years have been carnival in August. Was celebrated maybe about 10 years ago.
Grenada's carnival product is evolving. All right. If you ask me, I prefer the earlier days. I think the mass itself.
When it was authentic. I was trying to relate that to somebody.
Yeah.
When Grenada's carnival was the authentic carnival that we have. I would say our carnival now has gotten down to a point where we duplicate in other carnivals from other parts of the world, other islands of the Caribbean. So we lost the authenticity of our own carnival. That's just how I feel about it.
That's a way to look at it. But again, I think what is happening is the global market, and everybody is upping their game, so we tend to mirror from other places, take certain things from them to make it this great tourist attraction.
But has it benefited us anyway?
Well, from the figures that we're seeing in the coffers after Carnival, yes. But as it relates to the word that you use, authenticity of it, I tend to think that we've lost the flavor of the jab a bit. We're not seeing much. I remember as a youngster growing up, once May, June, July, May and June start creeping in.
Or even April.
But 7 o'clock in the night, I had to hide and run out the road because jab practicing down the street, shotney practicing. So I used to make a little jump from Candela gas station to Dunfermline Bridge and run back home, or else if mommy realized I'm outside again, lashed. But nowadays, you don't hear that. You don't see that anymore.
Is it, would you say, the change in terms of, how Grenada has changed to that point? There's where we know have no the technological part of stepped into things. Where a person will prefer to stay home and watch something on TV or play with some technical gadget or something, other than being out there, the in-person feeling. Have we lost that? Do you think
that has its role too? That has its place too, because with the technological advancements that we have, people who don't like the crowd jump up and jam up, they opt to look at it on pay-per-view. But the commercialization of the carnival too, I think it has moved from that cultural expression to a more commercial thing. Right. Now, people are more interested in how much money I can make out of carnival, and therefore it sort of overrides that cultural heritage kind of thing. The real, as they have it in Grenville now, Emancipation Day, this kind of, because carnival was really a celebration of that.
Yes.
So it has become more commercial now, in my opinion. But it is what it is, and there's we can try as hard as we want. There's no going back to those days.
Let us not have a whole comment before we get stoned for bad talking.
Yeah, well, no, it's just as the young folks would say, facts. It's facts.
Tell us about, of course, you have two interesting songs for Carnival this year. One that is solely dedicated to the pan, and the other one that is called "The Party Belongs to Me." Tell us about the songs before we even take a pre-listen. The idea of the one that relates to the pan. Give me the official name for the song.
Which one?
The one that relates to pan. The official name for the
Pan in Glory.
Pan in Glory.
Yeah.
All right, great.
Pan in Glory.
Tell me the idea, the concept, how that come about for you.
Okay, this song, right? Like I said earlier, I never really take on the calypso seriously, but I love calypso, so I'm always having ideas in my head. And it's a few years now. The last time I sang calypso would have been, I think it was 2020 or 21, thereabout, a couple of years, just around the election time.
Okay.
Right? And I made it to the semi-final, and I did not go further than that. I got left in progress pack. And the morning, popular opinion thought I should have made it, but I don't question judges, point blank. I can bat and bowl at the same time. I do my you do yours. The morning I remembered, doing my normal walk and so forth, and I had a song in my head, the thing set, meaning the competition is a set-up thing. Okay. But then I said, that ain't making sense. That sounds as though I'm bitter and angry with the results. But then I always said, I long for the years when the Mardi Gras was the second round up tempo.
Okay.
And I said, but long time I didn't really hear pan song. Scorpion did the last pan song in competition.
All right.
And this idea came to my head, pan in the air. The concept was that, I got a dream, and all the pan lovers and pan enthusiasts that transitioned came to me and said, well, okay, we're no longer with you, but we formed an orchestra up here. So that idea was bubbling in my head. I had a melody and everything for it. And it so happened, going to the studio this year, Jamo and I was talking.
So you actually work with the Jamo this year?
That's my arranger.
Okay.
That's my arranger, point blank.
All right.
Yeah, point blank. And was two slow songs I was going to do. This one, The Party Is Mine, and the next one, A Cry. And then this idea just keep buzzing in my head. I say, Jams, I want to do a pan song, but I've never written a pan song before. I have this idea, pan in the air. And Jam was like, innocent, I ain't going through that. I don't have time, and I ain't writing them kind of thing. And I kept...
So you relatively was telling them in a form of assistance. You was throwing it out.
Yeah, I needed help with it, and stuff. And we talk, but something that got interesting in that, every now and then he would come back, pan in the air. So not kind of topic is that pan in the air. But I kept pushing it. So we did the other song. We did the work on The Party Belongs to Me. That was, I would never forget it. It was a Thursday night. Friday morning, I get up 3 o'clock, normal time to come to work. See a message from a Jamo. I said, okay. Open it. A sort of voice note, a sound wave. Play it. That song.
And that's it.
That's it.
Is that for the pan in glory?
Yeah, pan in glory.
That's what then all you do now would just spend the rest of the verses.
Yeah.
Because everything starts with an idea.
Jam, I having said that, I really and truly don't think Edson Ajamu Mitchell is given the level of credit and respect that he deserves in the musical fraternity in Grenada. He's a genius.
All right.
You know, in the space of a couple hours, he got the lyrics, he got and his advantage is that he's a music man. So, as I said, late the night into early morning, the song was there.
It was ready to go.
You understand?
All right.
And that's the song.
Let's listen to Pan in Glory and we come back and chit chat about the other one. Let's listen up to this one from Innocent, the track entitled Pan in Glory.
Something coming down. I hearing a sweet melody coming from somewhere. Something coming down. And still bad fits the description of the song I hear. Something coming down. And I've got to find out where this sweet melody coming from. I took some time to investigate, Lord, but to my surprise, the things that I see I couldn't believe me eyes. T.O.T. in a corner playing some sweet chords on the guitar pan. I've never heard any pan man play such sweet chord progression. David Beck on the other side with a tenor playing sweet melody. I went up closer to have a word, and then the man said to me, "Tell dimension is a new vibration. Pan in glory, that's right. Pan in glory. We come to make sure we still pan secure. Pan in glory, pan in glory. We come to play, sweet pan. Pan in glory, that's right. Pan in glory. We beat it brang, 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 badang, brang, badang. Pan man going to rule the place this year. Tell them the sweet melody that we come back to play. No one can resist. So
listen, if we go to absorb all, we'll be here playing. I'll be probably having someone come and play pan in the studio.
I mean,
I like it. I like it.
Truth be told, GT. I mean, and that's the gospel truth. I never really liked pan.
You never liked pan?
No. You know, growing up, I never really liked pan. I always thought it was noisy. Hence the reason.
But you're growing to love pan now.
I've grown to appreciate it. You know, I would never forget that. In all my years, all my life, I've been to all the major shows. I've emceed shows not just in Grenada, across the region, North America, all over. I've only emceed one pan event. And I was hesitant at first, but they insisted because that time they usually say Innocent is the hottest thing out as an MC.
Yeah.
So they invited me to, they asked me to MC a pan event in River Road next to Steel. I can't remember the name of the pan squad that used to be there. And I'm talking about the mid-90s.
All right.
Early
it was
90s.
practically the Pan Wizards.
Yeah.
Pan Wizards.
And at first I was off with pan. When the pan squad finished played, I say, whoa, boy, them fellas and them could beat pan, yes? Pele Dabo pulled me aside. And that time, Pele Dabo was, you know, a cultural icon. Still is. You know, he pulled me aside. He said, Innocent. They don't beat pan, they play pan.
You can't say that.
And I never will forget that. But I said this to say that's how, you know, apart from pan I was. But I have an uncle-in-law. He lives in Canada. He lived in Canada at the time. He's here recently. He comes specifically for Panorama. Uncle Pat, good morning. Is Griffith from Belmont. And on 2 occasions, I went to Panorama with him. And I started getting a deeper appreciation for pan and say, but wait, now this thing is not all about noise. Yeah. You know, this is a real crafty, you know, thing.
When you sat down and you listened to how we've been put together, the arrangement and
definitely
stuff, it changed your whole interpretation.
Yeah, definitely. And then again, I went to I think it was 2015 when I did that song Nothing Happens Before It's Time. Crow Calypsonian out of Trinidad heard this song and invited me to come and be a part of the tent at that time. And I went down and I got exposed to some pan players down there again. And I said, but you know, I really thought this thing was just man.
And you get a whole different
perspective on pan. So since then, I always had that urge to do a pan song. But like I told Ajamo, I said, I never wrote a pan song before.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with the other song, The Party's Mine. I've never written a political commentary before. I like to write deep philosophical songs and so forth.
So are you considering your song, now we're stepping away from the pan, the next song you have, which is called The Party, you consider that a political song?
What's
you, maybe I'm pulling your pants, but
please don't. Ouch.
Are you considering it a political song?
No. But that's how it is being termed out there. You see, the thing about it with Grenada is so partisan, right? You know, there's a very thin line between green and yellow. I think that line is orange.
Yeah.
You understand? So
I wonder if you mix the two colors, what do you get?
I think it's orange. You get a color something like this. I think so. But again, this song, I stay away from politics, right? Yeah. In terms of calypso and so forth. I don't get myself in. I support a party and that's it. I think my political proclivity is up to me.
Yeah.
You know, I don't have to advertise it because this could be the most hypocritical and the most falsehood. I could stand up and jump up and say, yes, I am a MBPM. That is my party. But when I go into the booth election day, that's not who I vote for. Yeah. So all this thing that is talk about exit polls and so forth, I don't really believe in these things. There's no truth science to this. You know, so
you made it to the semifinal. Congratulations once again.
Thanks.
What do you think are your chances are for 2024?
Well,
no, coming up against the so-called big guns, as you would say, folks who are most seasoned into the competition aspect of things, who win the crowns and who have all their names have always stand out there. What are your chances are?
I think my chance is as good as anyone else's. You know, I don't subscribe to this theory of big guns. All right, the mighty Sparrow is the calypso king of the world, and he lost at times.
I get a concept from you sometimes. You have a deep appreciation for the mighty Sparrow. I hear you speak about him a lot.
Well, he's my personal friend. You know, he would pick up his phone and call me, and I would pick up. I remember the first conversation I had with Sparrow was with a Grenadian designer in my early years of performing. Sandra Brown, Sandra Noel. Yeah. She's Grenadian, but she lived in Toronto. And a year I went to New York to perform, and I was singing on a truck in front of Cracker Records on North Strand. And she came up to me, and she said, "You sung like Sparrow." I said, "Really?" I said, "People tell me that." And so we exchanged numbers, and we were talking. And the next day she called. She's a designer. She's designed some suits for me as well in the earlies. And she called me, and she said, "I have somebody on the line on a three-way. I have somebody else on the line." And I said, "Who is it?" She says, "Sparrow is on the line." So I laugh. And I laugh. Sparrow say, "Hey. Boy, like it's me that laugh and he echo." And from that, he started calling me son, and we started talking in recent years when he came to Grenada. As a matter of fact, the drummer in the band, the Back in Times band, we were rehearsing last week, and he said, "But I know your face." He said, "You sing like my cousin." I said, "Who's your cousin?" "Sparrow." I said, "Well, that's my daddy in Calypso." And he said, "But you song familiar, you song like Sparrow, you move like Sparrow, but I know your face." And then he went back to his phone and he said, "Isn't that you?" And it's a photo taken out, and I was taken out a couple of years ago when they honored Sparrow in Grenada, and he came here.
Yes.
And I remember the then Culture Minister Brenda Hood, she said, "You have to carry Sparrow on the stage. He asked for you." So myself and this other person who I didn't know went and carried him on stage, and so he usually calls me son. But as it relates to imitate, no, I don't imitate Sparrow. Jamo said it when we recorded this year. He said, "But Innocent, your voice is just like the birdie, and that's no pretense."
Let's take a listen up. The Party Belongs to Me. Then we come back and get a little more in depth in terms of the song and of course the reason why you decide to sing about The Party Belongs to Me. Let's hear about it.
This is my party. Whatever I choose to do is all right. Some people take real liberty speaking out publicly on what should happen in NNP. party belongs to me. Everything moves at my pace, but Prophet was too out of place. Tell him I don't speaking in tongues, but like he forgot or he missed the cue. I finish with Bejan people. Tell him they'll wait a damn long time to lay hands on what is mine. I suggest that they change their mind, cause I'm holding tight and not letting go. Not for chess, maybe no Pedro, like Uncle Gary and the G.O.L.P. This party lives and dies with me. You see, I see the priest went and pierced the air, and when the bishop talk, he don't care. Well, that is his property, same way the party belongs to me. He take a hairstyle like scholar own. Some say no spiritual on that own. Well, that is his property, same way the party belongs to me. Don't tell the priest what to do with his body. Don't tell me what to do with me and NP. Whatever I do is
the party belongs to me. Innocent, tell me. I'm sensing where you're going with the song, but I want you to tell me where you're going with the song.
This is a serious question, you know.
I'm sensing where you're going with the song, but I want you to tell me where you're going.
If I really go to give you the truthful answer, I need to call my attorney first
all right.
to come and. I'm only kidding. You know, reality. If you're an ardent calypso follower, you would know you would pick up a particular calypsonian in that song. All right. I've never written a political commentary before.
Why are you still deeming it to be political?
Because it's politics in the song. You know, I mean, let's be real. It's politics. My contention in the song is it's all about to do with this whole issue with the NNP and convention and things like that. You could refer to it as the convention song.
Okay.
You know, it's when people ask me something, I said everything that is said in that song, I can go in the archives of any good newsroom and pull all the information there.
I agree.
You understand?
I agree.
So there's nothing fixed. What's the word? That is fiction into it, right? It's all reality.
Yes.
I can go and pull the clips. As a matter of fact, that's exactly what I might do for my presentation when I get to the Remarge Club.
So how do you feel your chances are?
My chances are as good as anybody else. I do think that I have two good calypsos. But before I go to that, I need to give Mr. X. I was saying, if you are a good follower of calypso music in Grenada, you would have heard Mr. X in the song. I could not have done this song like Mr. X. I had the idea. The party is mine because of the
so comments. He actually helped you pen.
There's Mr. X walk. You could hear Mr. X in print. Mr. X is just unique, you know. So all praise go to Mr.
So you came up with the idea, the theme for say,
and Mr. X walked with it.
All right, interesting.
And as it relates to my chances in the competition, let's put it this way. As I said, I don't believe there are no big guns and so forth. I believe it's a matter of the material that you have and your ability to deliver the material. So I'm afraid anybody on stage, if my song is as good on par with them, let's see what happens tonight.
So you're coming on for everybody this year.
I'm coming to do my best delivery, and let the chips fall within me.
Well, I want to wish you all the best on the semifinals coming up on Sunday. Go on out and do what you got to do. They used to say, go break a leg or something like that?
Yeah.
Not literally do it. But, but you're going to go there and do what you got to do, and I hope you make it to the finals, man.
I hope
you want to go to the finals, or you just feel you could stop there?
No, I promised. I made a promise to myself that when I win the crown, when I win the crown, I'll dedicate the crown to my grandmother, who gave me the name Innocent, my belated uncle Cosmos Joseph, who would have loved to be here to see me in the spotlight with this. He always told me, Gordon, you could do it. And to all the so-called diehard fans like Janelle that just walk in the studio, Janelle has a bet with me. You know, she bet me $1,000 that I would not make the semi-final. So
you start collecting already?
Well, you know, she says
When you're smiling, I don't feel that bet is offensive, you know. For some reason,
no, Janelle and I bet. I said, Janelle, I'm going to win the crown this year. And she said, you're not making the final. I said, no, I'm going to win the crown. So we have a bet on winning.
All right. So you have made it to the semis and hopefully you get to the finals.
Yeah. So she can start paying in. I need the money. I need the l'argent.
Innocent.
Thanks, man.
All the best, man.
Yeah.
And go on out and do what you got to do.
And keep on doing your great work as always, GT.
Yeah, man. Take it easy.
Yeah,
hey, folks, we're going to take a short break. We're coming right back. Don't touch it out.
Welcome to the 47th meeting of the Conference of Heads of Government of CARICOM, hosted by your new chairman, the Honorable Deacon Mitchell, July 28th to 30th, St. George, Grenada.
Raise your voices high.
The Conference of Heads of Government, comprising the leaders of member states, serves as the highest governing body of the Caribbean community. CARICOM is a multilingual community made up of 20 countries, 15 member states, and 5 associate members, and is home to approximately 16 million citizens. CARICOM stands on 4 pillars: economic integration, foreign policy coordination, human and social development, and security. It holds ultimate authority for negotiating treaties on behalf of the community and establishing relationships between the community and international organizations and states. The conference oversees the financial arrangements necessary to cover the community's expenses, though it has assigned this responsibility to the Community Council. Typically, decisions within the conference are reached through unanimous agreement. Join us as we begin the countdown for the 47th regular meeting of CARICOM Heads of Government in Spice Island, Grenada, with incoming chairman, the Honorable Deacon Mitchell, and the whole of CARICOM represented. Let's join the conversations and prepare the shifting perspectives on pertinent and pressing issues that affect our Caribbean community.
Voices high and sing on your Caribbean pride. Sing it loud and strong. Feel our hearts beat as one.
We all got our families to protect, and it means that we got to protect our communities. Let's stop the gun violence. The amnesty expires on July 30th. The truth is, we all tend to suffer. No one gains, we all lose. The families are affected, churches are affected, communities are affected. Let us put on the guns and the weapons. Let us unite. Let us build a better Grenada. I am Dylan Felix, Barcelona Olympia 1992. Peace out.
The gun amnesty remains in effect until July 30th. A message from the Ministry of National Security.
Get the kids together. Get them dressed. We're heading out to total fun and excitement. It's Uncle Talbrig Kids Fest, Saturday, 27th July. More rides, more slides, more go-kart, more horseback riding, more games, more bouncy castle, and much more face painting. And all rides are free. That's right. All rides are free. Just get the kids in. Plus, much more cartoon characters. All the kids' favorite Canadian superstars will be there. Live. Talbrig, Baby Bree, Lava Man, Boise, Wasway, Dash, Temptress, Superfly and Flint, Little Cello, Muddy and Squeezed, Soca Jeff, and more. Saturday, 27th July, Monroe's Playing Field, 2 p.m. to 9 p.m. Admission adults, $20. Children, pay $10. It's their special occasion. Uncle Talbrig's Kids Fest 2024. It's gonna be bigger and better. I am the
Fly the Jones, Soch, it's Lava Man. It's all about spice up the Carnival Soca Mona competition. It starts on the 26th of July. It's going to go on to the 2nd of August, then the 9th for the finals. I will be the host. Fly the Jones, Soch. Get there, see you there, be there. Nothing but vibes. Real mashup, yeah? Mad.
right on the head.
Are you ready to play a game of What Am I? You must think fast to win against your opponents. Ready? Let's go. I am thin, long, and green. A flavorful herb. Sprinkle fresh in soups or use me as a garnish on soups, salads, and other dishes. What am I? Did you say chive? That's correct. We are delighted to crown you a champion. Here is your food detective badge.
Rock the box, we say, yeah. GBN, we say, arts and culture living, yeah. Rock the box, we say. I'm telling you, rock the box, rock the box, rock the box, we say. I'm telling you, rock the box, rock the box, rock the box, we say. We'll be jamming here on a Thursday. It's a
Welcome back, listeners. Welcome back, viewers. It's Masquerade here on that Classic Radio, 105.5, 105.9, also live via GBN TV. Let me say good morning once again to my second guest in studio this morning, the lovely Camille Claudette. Good morning, Camille. How are you doing this morning?
Good morning. I'm doing wonderful.
Tell me, let's get it from the start. Who is Camille Claudette?
Camille Claudette is
Claudette. You know that. Camille Claudette.
A young female artist representing Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique.
Mm-hmm. As simple as that. Mm-hmm. How have this started for you in terms of the wanting to be an artiste, as you mentioned?
Okay. Well, I've wanted to do music since I was 3 years old. Mm-hmm. I knew from since I was 3 years old that I wanted to be a performing artist.
Okay.
When I was 9 years old, I fell in love with Alison Hines. She's my biggest inspiration in soca music. And I found my voice through listening to Alison Hines. You know, at the time she was really like the reigning female doing the thing. So that's what inspired me to start writing soca. Right. And then I just, put my foot forward.
Okay, so as you mentioned, Alison Hines, your inspiration merely. No. When did you actually started singing calypso, I should ask? Soca, I guess it's not the calypso part, but the soca part of things, are you more into the groovy aspect, I realized. When that really kicked off for you?
2019.
2019. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I started off with Expert Productions.
Yes.
I released a single on their rhythm called Sugar Mommy. It was a Sugar Mommy rhythm.
Yes.
So that was my first song there. They started me off, and then from there it was just history.
How do you feel as a young artist yourself coming into the art form? How do you feel about that?
It's an amazing feeling. It's an amazing feeling just watching everybody that came before me that inspired me, and then every day that I wake up and I know that like I made it. I'm doing what I always dreamed to do. So it's an amazing feeling.
Besides, you did mention Alison Heights. What are some other folks that you look to, in terms of artists that continues to give you the inspiration?
Yeah. One most importantly is Sugar J out of Grenada here.
Yeah.
She was the one who
My good friend Judelin.
yes. She was the one that actually when I saw her dropping her, most powerful songs, I was like, okay, I didn't have the
a monster
confidence
hit back then.
Yes, and that was what really hit me because I think at the time I was maybe only about 13 or 14 years old.
But me and love you to go nowhere, right?
I was looking at her like, this is Beyonce. Like, I'm going to be like her. And that's when I said, yeah, for sure, I'm going to do soca.
All right. 2024. You altered a track entitled, what do you name of the track again? What do you name of the track? Mango. Tell us about Mango. Why the reason why tell us about the concept, the idea of naming a song in that particular way, Mango.
Right. I mean, it's as simple as it is. As when you're an artist and a creative person, you use anything around you to draw inspiration from, even if it's just this orange sponge right in front of me. As an artist, you see it as not just an orange sponge. It looked like an orange to me. It looks like I could eat it almost, Yeah. So usually I just use things around the room to inspire me. At the time, I was eating a lot of mangoes. Yeah. And so that just became a topic for a song for me was mango. So what I do is during my day-to-day, I just write random words down in my phone. Yeah. And when people send me rhythms and I'm looking for a topic or what should I write about? I just open my phone and just scroll through the list of words or phrases that I've written down.
So, inspirations come to you randomly.
Yes.
Come to you randomly. In terms of your musical career, how does Camille see herself moving forward in terms of her musical career? What's yours?
I have such big dreams.
Tell me about it.
I want to go to Hollywood. I want to go to the Grammys. I just want to do it all. I want to travel the whole entire world representing Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique. Just putting, my style of music out there in front of everybody.
And it leads to me to ask you this question. Are there any other genres of music that you train, or is it just the
Yes, I did. Well, when I was younger, I thought I wanted to do R&B.
You thought?
But yeah, because I just liked the music so much, and I think that's just what was so popular back then. And then as I started to get older, I was going closer to my roots, and the soca is it's easier for me because it's what I am. It's in my blood.
All right.
But I did try a little R&B. I actually have one song out on all platforms that's a little bit of a R&B hip hop kind of fusion.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. No, let's be the song Mango. We're going to take a listen up to the song Mango and see how it goes.
Okay.
Well, I'm seeing, I hope I'm not conflicting the name because I'm seeing in front of me it says Sugar Mommy.
That is the next song of mine.
That's the next one of yours. So there's actually a song called, let's take a listen up to Sugar Mommy as I have it already queued. Let's take a listen up to that and then we come back and find the Mango.
Okay.
Yeah, all right.
This one was my first song that I released, yeah.
All right, let's take a listen up to this one.
Music so sweet, a young boy come and approach me. He want to rock it with me.
Mommy. How am I to interpret that? How am I to interpret Sugar Mommy?
I had to give it a meaning because this was the name of the rhythm.
The name of the rhythm was actually Sugar Mommy.
Expert named the rhythm the Sugar Mommy rhythm.
Mm-hmm.
And when they sent it to me, I just started to. I don't really take rhythm names and just use that as an inspiration for a song.
Mm-hmm.
I started writing the song, and then when I got to the chorus, I ended up just incorporating the rhythm name
Sugar Mommy
into there, and then I had to make it my own.
Tell me, how was it? How was it? Was it difficult working, especially with experts?
Not at all.
Or the Carriacou. That's of course the production company of the Carriacou. How was it? How was the hookup even made?
Well, they reached out to me. Our parents have known each other for a long time. My father is from Carriacou.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
So yeah, through our parents knowing each other, that's how I know them.
All right.
And my sister and I used to post videos of ourselves singing on Instagram.
All right.
And we grew up performing for a lot of cultural events, specifically more for Carriacou because my dad.
So you
is
actually originated from Carriacou?
Yes.
Okay.
So grew up dancing, big drum, quadrille, doing all these shows, and they used to ask us to sing for them. So that's how the community really knows us as singers.
Right.
So they reached out to me, I believe it was 2018, and they were like, we want you to do a groovy song for Kayak Mass coming up. I said, okay, send me a rhythm. And then Sugar Mommy was created.
How is it that for you as an artist doing live performance? How the comfortness of being on stage and how is that for you?
I was always comfortable with it because I've been on stage since I was 5.
Okay.
I would say as a child, you don't really, business too much about people staring at you and feeling
so
not confident.
Bubbles in his stomach and think that was all
right. But I think as I got older, that's when the nervousness starts kicking in. And then that's when you also become more aware of what people on the outside are saying about you.
You're starting to feel your audience. And you feel what they're saying.
Yeah, so definitely I did experience, I would say, throughout my teenage years and early 20s, a dip in the confidence when I started to become more aware.
Yes.
But I'm able to channel the little child in me and bring the confidence right back up. So it's up. It's all the way up right now.
Oh, great. All right. Let's take a listen up to, of course, the next song, which is entitled Mango. And let's take a listen up to it and see what, of course, this one breaks. Let's go to this one, Mango. Where the mango?
Achori mango. Simple as that.
So you said the concept of the song came about because you were sucking some mangoes. That was
Yeah.
locally. You started sucking. Was it a bowl of mango, a single mango?
Single mangoes.
single
I would just, I had a lot of mangoes, and actually I was eating so much. I get so much mangoes at once that sometimes they end up spoiling on the counter, and I had to throw them away. So that's literally where that line came from.
And it just developed into a song.
Yep. Because I just repeating to myself, where the mango, I let the mango, I throw the mango, and it just became a song.
So tell me, did you enter any competitions for 2024, or are you
I did
just generally
not.
just
I
entered
did
music just for the entered into music this year?
Yes. My last competition was in 2020. I did Groovy Monarch in Carriacou for Kayak Mass 2020. And I haven't done competitions since then.
Why?
To
Well, you
be-
were releasing music though.
I mean, yes, I've been releasing music. I did leave towards the ending of 2020. I went back to New York.
Okay.
And I've been there for the past about 3 or 4 years. So I
Okay.
just came back in Grenada this month. And I said to myself, probably next year I will go for the Groovy Monarch down
Okay,
here. I
okay.
never entered competition in Grenada before. So.
Alright. I mean, I think you have the material, and I'm looking at you. You possess the confidence that is
Thank
needed to
you.
go forward and perform in the various competitions. So I think you should give it a go.
I think I will. It's sometimes I feel like it's a little bit discouraging as a female, but I think I could do it.
You spoke earlier about, of course, some of the individuals who mentored you, as Alison Hines, Sugar J, my good friend Jude Lynn. They had mentored you. I know you just mentioned about how females are treated in the music industry. Is that a deterrence that you said for you?
It's not gonna stop me, but definitely I know that I have to strategize, differently than the men do in order to make it.
All right. Point taken.
Yeah.
Taken. Camille, I want to thank you for popping by the studios and I'm sharing your music with our viewing and listening audience this morning.
Thank you.
Great music. I will encourage you to, of course, to go on out there and be part of the various events. Talk to the various promoters and stuff and see if we could get that needed exposure, as they would say. And get folks more into your music.
100%.
Tell us, I mean, there's always options for, and just maybe there could be a promoter that's looking at this particular event right now. They may want a number, they may want some of your social media handles that you may want to throw out that they could get
Definitely. I could be found everywhere at Camille Claudette. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, everything Camille Claudette. All my music is out on all the platforms. Apple, iTunes, Spotify, YouTube. You could find all my music there. Yeah.
Camille, it's a pleasure to have you in the studio once again.
Thank
Go
you.
on out and do what you got to do. I could probably
Definitely.
see in 2025 Camille in the Soca Monarch.
Definitely. I'll be more on stage.
All right.
I'll be more on stage.
So
yeah.
best wishes to you once again, and thanks for being part of the Masquerade
Thank
today.
you for having me.
It's a pleasure having you. Have a good one.
You
Hey,
too.
folks, that's where we take a short break once again, and we'll be right back. Don't touch your dial.
Last say I had a dream. It was a scary scene. A dream of Soca Monarch. Watch how the place mash up from front to back. Whoa, last say I dream. Soca Monarch will never be the same. I say I dream. After last say I coming back again. Tell them I dream that people will be shouting out my name. I say I dream. Soca Monarch. Last say I take us something and show me. Of course, right now, my name is Shamak. I want to say thank you so much to each and every one of you outside here for the support, for the continuous love from since last year to this year. Thank you so much to GBN. Again, just want to say to look out for Shamak in Groovy semifinals, in Power Soca Monarch semifinals, and most importantly, GBN Spice of the Carnival Soca Monarch. I definitely will be there as well, performing beautiful song, Dream. So look out for you guys there for the support. Thank you so much, Shamak.
It's never too early to prepare for a hurricane, and we want to make sure our community is always ready. Take an active role. It only takes one hurricane to change your life and threaten our community. Hurricanes are one of nature's most powerful and destructive events. That's why a hurricane preparedness checklist is vital. You should have a family evacuation and communication plan. Everyone in your home should know what to do if severe weather strikes. Have a hand crank or battery-powered radio available to stay informed about weather updates. Flashlights and extra batteries are essential. Update your emergency supply kit. Include a sufficient supply of food and water. 1 gallon of water per person per day is the recommended amount. Have canned or boxed food available that won't spoil. At least a week's supply of medication is also suggested.